So what we have here is a working quiz spreadsheet. I can change the answers and I'll get an updated wrong here, score at the end there, and an inspirational message which I'm filling up from here. However, it's not completely perfect, because what could happen if a user is using my quiz or trying to guess it is they can guess the answers. Because if I click on here, it says, oh, the answer should be le chat, and I can change it and boom, I've got the answer right. They can also do things like type into places I don't want them to type. They could remove formulas. They could muck around with my quiz generally. So we need to think of ways of stopping them. And to do that, we're going to protect our sheet. Now, to do that, there are two things we want to do, really. One is hide these formulas here, so the correct or wrong ones. So what we do is we select the cell that we want to hide, and then we choose this alignment option down here, or any of those. Those little buttons there will bring up this big format cells option. And then the last tab is called protection. Now you've got two checkboxes, one that says locked and one that says hidden. For the correct and wrong box, we want to hide it, and we can turn off the locked. Okay, so I'm sorry, we'll leave the locked on. We're going to leave it as hidden and locked. So you need to do that for all of your green correct cells. Okay, so choose hidden. And I'm just going to do it for the first three. You can do it for all of yours. Okay, so protection and then hidden. Okay. The other thing we want to do is we want to only allow them to type into these cells, so they can't go around and mess up my formula. For that, I select it, choose alignment, and then for the protection, this isn't the hidden one because that's just for the formulas underneath. But this one, we don't want it to be locked because we want them to be able to type in there. So again, for my first row, just where the users are typing the answers, I'm turning off the locked, and I'm turning off the locked for that. So just for my first row, you do it for all of yours. Okay. Now, what you might have noticed, I was doing that quite quickly, is under protection it says locking or hiding formulas has no effect until you protect the worksheet. So we do this. Under the review tab at the top, there is a button that says protect sheet. Now, there are loads of options we can choose here. We're not going to choose any other than the default ones. And we're just going to give it a password. So my password is going to be test. Make it an easy one. I'm going to say OK. Then it asks me to re-enter the password to make sure I got it right. I'm going to say OK. And now look what happens. When I click on one of these, I can't see the formula up there. Notice if I was down on these, which I didn't protect, I can still see the answer. Okay. So that's the hiding working. Now, does the editing work? All right, let's try and type something in here. I get a nasty message. However, I still can type in here. And it works, okay?